You are all so welcome to Sweden and to Halland and Halmstad to this conference and to celebrate Leader 30 years. My name is Ulrika Holmgren and I work for the Swedish Rural Network Support Unit. And I think you can imagine that this is a once-in-a-lifetime experience, making an entrance like this. This is not something we do every day at our office, Sofia. I am going to guide you through this day. And before we get started properly, we have some really important information. Oh, I'm the one who's going to press it. Yeah. Here you see a map of the building, and very important for you to know is that we have emergency exits. We have one there, and we have one on the other side, and of course, over there, like a stewardess, I do this now. And then, on your badges here, you have, on this side, you have a QR code where you can see the program. This could be useful for you. And you also have the Wi-Fi code. This is something you will use during the day. Today, we're going to use the tool menti.com. I hope you're all familiar with it. You open it in your browser, and you can test it right now. And you use the password 7880-8079. And I would like you to answer the first question right now. Here you have the program for today. The day is divided in 4 blocks. First, we have the welcome ceremony. Then we have the long-term rural vision and CLLD. Then we have future leaders. And finally, smart villages and leader. And between the blocks, of course, we will have coffee breaks or fika, as we say in Sweden. And there will be lunch. The fika will be served outside here, and that will also the lunch be. The dinner tonight will be at Hotel Tylösand, and the buses will leave from here outside Halmstad Theater. Oh! Okay, and now I'm really curious, you technicians, do we have a Menti map to show now? Ah, okay, come on, I need more answers on Menti. The code 7880-8079. Okay, we have from Portugal, we have quite a lot of people from Sweden, no surprise. I think we have quite a good selection from all over Europe. But I think actually we will look at this map in the end of the day. Don't you think so, Marion? It would be nice. That would be nice. So we will save this, so go in and answer the question and show us where you're from. Okay. So this will keep on working during the day. So we can skip the Menti map for now and go back to the PowerPoint. Now it's time for the opening ceremony. And one more thing for you to use during the day, because we really want you to be active during the day and not just sit here and listen. We have a hashtag, Leader 30 years. Please use it during the days you're here in Sweden. But now, it is a great pleasure for me to welcome Miss Marion Eckardt, President of Ellard. Please welcome Marion.
Thank you. Oh, I cannot see you. I didn't imagine it would be that dark. Yeah. Hello, everybody. Welcome all guests. Welcome all LAG representatives. Welcome all leader network representatives and also the representatives of municipalities, regions, European institutions, national institutions, and everybody. I am so happy and excited to be able to welcome you to the Leader 30 Years celebration and conference. And I especially also want to welcome the part of our community that is not able to be here with us today physically. We all have a long journey behind us in so many ways, and it's not over yet. I just want to say that the ones that are not here, unfortunately, you're missing the beautiful setting we are in. We are in Halmstad, a beautiful summer town that has dressed up in winter clothes. We are also expecting today a snowstorm, and we have heard that it can come up to 40 centimeters of snow, and we look forward to it. I cross my fingers that there will be no severe problems because of it. And I am happy that I can share with all of you this favorite time of the year for myself, when the first snow comes. I love it. I absolutely love it. So the last time the international leader community came together was almost 2 years ago in January 2020. And therefore we wanted now to make a remarkable party. But as you know, the pandemic came in between, and we will try to have a party, even if we have so many countries that have not been able to come here today because of COVID-related reasons. In 5 days, we have been reducing the participant numbers from 192 participants to 149, from 28 countries to 22 countries. So you should maybe learn from me that you should always do hybrid nowadays. And unfortunately, I didn't have the time when I realized this 5 days ago that it should have been hybrid. But at least we have a live stream, and that is why I'm also greeting everybody who is not here. And you also have the possibility to interact with us here via the Menti. But we didn't have time to set up something better. But I hope at least it's a beginning. So the content will be streamed, but the celebration is, of course, physical. Because I think we all tried to do some screen celebrations the last couple of years, and it is square and one-dimensional and not very human. So I think celebration needs presence, and I feel very sorry for the 40 participants that planned to come and could not be here. You are here with us in our hearts, at least. Because we have a reason to celebrate. Leader has become 30 years, and it's, I think that already that is remarkable, that we have a method that has been going on for 30 years and it's still going strong. It's 30 years of bottom-up, 30 years of networking, and 30 years of cooperation and local development strategies. And if I only look at our local action group here in Halland that has been active for 14 years, we can see that we have already promoted 300 projects or more. And I still get the question, so tell me, what is the best leader project that has been promoted in your area? And tell us one project that really shows the leader spirit. But of course, that is not possible, because one single project can never tell the whole story of a local action group's work. The added value of leader is not being done from one project. It is done from the wholeness of the local action group activities and their engagement. So it is the local action group and the project promoters together with the office that create better governance, that create enhanced social capital, and also the better results. So it's not a single project, but they should all contribute to this, and they do. And I'm so happy that we have the possibility to show you more than 30 projects tomorrow on 6 different buses, and on those buses there will also be local action group members from Halland and also staff from Halland. And we feel very proud to be able to show it to you. And I know that the project owners feel very honored that people from all over Europe are coming to visit you, visit them. So, 30 years experience, still going strong. We can keep maturing together and keep innovating together and try to get a resilient life in this ever-changing world together. And I look forward to days of interaction with all of you. And once again, welcome to Halland.
Thank you, Marion. And now, welcome Miss Mia Lundquist, board member of Local Development Sweden.
Thank you. Hello, I'm Mia Lundquist and I work as a lag manager of one of the Swedish lags, Lider Mälardalen. And as Ulrika said, I'm also a board member of LUS, Lokal Utveckling Sverige, Local Development Sweden, that's the Swedish Leader Association. And unfortunately, our chair, Lovisa Karneland, she wasn't able to be here today, so instead I got the great honor to welcome you all on behalf of LUS to this conference and to the great celebration of Leader 30 years. I'm very happy to be able to welcome both all of you who are here in Halmstad and also you who join us digitally. I'm sure we'll have some really great days together. I would also like to welcome all of our international guests to Sweden. As you're probably aware, Sweden is a very big country geographically. From where we are right now in Halmstad to Gällivare, where our most northern lag office is located, it's almost over 1,600 kilometers. If you go south, the same distance, you get to Milan in Italy. Even though Sweden is a big country, not many people live here. We're only about 10 million inhabitants. So compared to most other European countries, Sweden is sparsely populated. But as you can imagine, there are big differences within the country. You could say that the further north you get, the less people and the more snow you see. This is very simplified, of course, but it gives you an idea. So, as in most other countries, there are great differences also between the Swedish lags and the lag areas. In many ways, of course, not only in population and snow. Therefore, we are very happy to be able to say that almost all of the Swedish lags are members of LUS. And this, of course, makes them members of Ellard too, through LUS. LUS is an association with the purpose of strengthening and developing the leader approach. LUS works to advance and pursue issues concerning leader in a national and international perspective. We represent the Swedish lags and flags in different organizations, authorities, and decision-making bodies. We also aim to increase the exchange of knowledge between lags and flags on a regional, national, and international level. In true leader spirit, we believe that going together will take us further, and this is why we in LUS also find it very important to be members of Ellard. Through Ellard, we can take part in making the voice of rural Europe heard on a European level. And through Ellard, we get invaluable knowledge and inspiration that we can use in our own advocacy on the national level. I've been working with different aspects of rural development for more than 20 years, and my first contact with Leader was in 1999. I find that there is a great difference today in how much attention and what sort of attention that rural areas and the people who live and work in rural areas get. compared to when I started to work with local and regional development. Back then, in the end of the 1990s, rural areas were pretty much only mentioned in terms of problems, if at all. Nowadays, rural issues are spoken of in all sorts of different contexts, and a lot more is said about the opportunities and the strengths of rural people and rural areas. Urban norms are still strong, of course, but I believe rural is on the rise. You only need to look at the fact that we now have a long-term vision for rural areas at the European Union. I also believe that all of us who work with rural development, and in particular with a leader approach, have a rather special window right now due to both the pandemic and the climate crisis. A window to show the importance and the opportunities of all the different rural areas and the people who are living in rural areas, and of course of leader. And I really look forward to the next 30 years of working with leader. So, thank you for your time, and once again, welcome.
Thank you, Mia. And now I would like to welcome Miss Sofia Bjornsson, who is a member of the steering group of the Swedish Rural Network. Welcome.
Thank you very much. I heard Marion saying that, well, there will be a snowstorm tomorrow. And the last time I was here in Halmstad, there was a snowstorm. For me, this is perfectly normal, normal weather in Halmstad. Yes, Ulrika, thank you. My name is Sofia Bjornsson, and I'm a member of the steering group of the Swedish Rural Network, one of approximately 12 members of the steering group. And the Swedish network consists of approximately 120 member organizations. And these organizations are public, they are private, and they also come from our civil society stakeholders. And one of our ambitions in the steering group is that the leader method should be used by more actors in Sweden. This would create even better ways to meet local and regional challenges. This means that we need competence, we need experience, and we need efforts from all our 120 member organizations to get the leader method to reach its full potential. I would say that the governance structure of the Swedish Rural Network is just like a leader partnership. We work for the implementation of the Common Agriculture Policy, and leader is included in the CAP. My daily work is for the Federation of Swedish Farmers. And for us, the leader method is, of course, important for the whole CAP, but also for example, the Farm to Fork strategy and the European Green Deal. Networking means working together. And working together, that is the strength that we can use across sectors, across levels, and across interests. And this will also increase the robustness in a changing world. And by working together in the governance structure, we increase the robustness of the Swedish Rural Network. And this is why the Swedish network is a very broad network. And if you look at how we perform our work, with multi-level governance, member ownership, and the bottom-up approach, it's just like the core of the leader method. I would like to end just by a few wise words from Warren Buffett. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. And with that, I again would like to welcome you to Sweden, and I'm looking forward to the meeting we will have today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sofia. And now, welcome to Mr. Tore Holmefalk, board member of Community-led Local Development Halland.
Thank you very much. And everyone, welcome to our area. My name is Tore Holmefalk. I'm a long-time farmer and board member of many different organizations and companies. Among them, I've been in the board of the Federation of Swedish Farmers for several years. Today, I'm an auditor in LRF. Here, I am the chairman of the board of our lag. Our board is, as in all lags, a number of people representing the 3 sectors. We are 24 persons representing the 6 municipalities in Halland and the regions, the civil sector and the private sector. The organization here, we also have our office. The office is situated in Hyltebruk, the only non-coastal municipality in Halland, and which we have found important to be present in the rural area in Rio. At the office, we have a staff. Today, it's 6 persons. You meet them all here. Among them, Marion, our staff leader. In our CLLD, we have in the time, in the last period, since 2015, we have had more than 90 projects run by many of the lag members. It is organizations in the civil sectors, it's private sector represents, and it's also municipalities that has had projects. All projects has been to develop the rural areas. It's been in areas of local culture, sports, youth activities, knowledge in food sector, biogas, integration, local theater, coast and lakes fishery. As you hear, it's been a wide area, a broad area of different topics. We have had the possibility for the last years to work with all the 4 funds for our projects. We have also run our own projects in our lag. It's been, among others, youth projects to promote the possibility for young people in the rural areas to fulfill their wishes. And we had the special aim to make it simple for young people to, in a smooth way, to run their projects. We also have had projects for rural entrepreneurs to develop the fishery, for crowdfunding, and for immigrant integration in rural areas. As all LAG areas, we have just finished the work to form the strategy for the next period. In the coming years, we will here have the focus on innovative thinking and working, social sustainability in rural areas, promoting entrepreneurship, smart living, and infrastructure and digitalization. The digitalization, as we all have experienced the last 1.5 years, is one of the things that is really important and has made absolute new possibilities, maybe especially for the rural areas. In Sweden, as we now plan to go back from the pandemic era, we can see that the offices in the urban cities, in the centers of the urban cities, are not as important as they have been. A lot of people have realized that working from their home in rural areas is a possibility and will be really a future for the rural areas. Here in Halland, we are glad to welcome you all and to be able to give you a view of all the projects that we have run, and we hope that you all will take part tomorrow when we try to show you the wide area and the inspiration that all the projects have given. It will be an interesting day tomorrow, and there you will get a picture for yourself much better than the one that I could give you here. So once again, welcome to Halland and Halmstad, and I wish you a very good day today and tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tore. And now, welcome to Mr. Jonas Bergman, politician and chairman of the City Council in the municipality of Halmstad, sorry.
Thank you.
Many words.
So, that's me. Well, dear guests, I'm proud to have been given the honor to be a part of initiating this conference. My name is Jonas Bergman, and I'm the mayor of Halmstad. And Marion, don't let this huge deck of cards frighten you. I've asked for a large font, since I know this is sometimes a dark stage, and I'm also about to turn 50. For those of you who have not previously been to Halmstad, I can tell you that this is a city that has commonly been known as a place where people come to spend their summer holidays, and still is. We obviously have winter too, and I was taken as much by surprise yesterday as perhaps some of you were also. But a lot of people both live in and travel to Halmstad to just enjoy our beautiful shores and our world-class golf courses. But our city is, of course, much more than just a summer destination. This city is a regional center that attracts people with different kinds of lifestyles from all across the globe. Halmstad, we have residents who have come here to gain new insights with the hope of creating a long and successful career. And some start their journey at our huge university. I think we have about 11,000 students here. And I actually moved here 25 years ago just for the university, and I fell in love with this city and decided to stay. And some also live in and move to Halmstad's rural parts to combine work with recreational days in our very beautiful forests. Since you are here to celebrate 30 years of leader work, I want to take the opportunity to just share a few glimpses of how leaders' efforts have left its mark here in Halmstad. This is a picture from a project which is close to my heart. It's a water park built down in the mountain creek of Grötvik in Halmstad. And here people who has a great passion for wakeboarding strived to include all kinds of people in their activities. And this initiative, in part paid for by Leader, this initiative ensured safe paths down to the water, which made it possible for disabled people to enjoy an activity that previously was exclusive for fully able people. And as the activity launched this summer, joy and great enthusiasm met the water park. And this was made possible thanks to Leader. But your impressions in Halmstad do not stop here. This is a project that helped young people to engage in meaningful summer activities. This project was called Sommarkul, Summer Fun, with 2 high school girls with an idea to create activities for young people who would otherwise have been at home in the summer. And the girls themselves had experienced long and boring summers. So they took the things into their own hands and created events by booking gymnasiums and cabins and created fun and games and filled these kids' summer days. And this guy, Jonathan, this is a project that actually has potential to save lives. Since he was a child, he was fascinated by technical solutions to use energy sustainable. One of his findings, which he found when he was 16 years old, was how to clean seawater with the help of excess heat from industries. And his solution generated 30 times cheaper water cleaning processes than regular tap water cleaning. Today, this young man has his own company. I don't know what you did when you were 16, but I can assure you that I did not invent cleaning water factories. And his ambition is to stop the ineffective use of water and to provide fresh water for millions. And he also now exports his technology to other countries in Europe. And I think he's around 20 or something now. These are just a few projects and efforts that have been made possible in our rural places. And these examples are just from Halmstad. I can just imagine the impact that Leader projects has had in all over Europe. And without your collective efforts, these positive and concrete methods, this would not be possible. And for that, I would like to thank you, because you have meant a lot. Leader has meant a lot for Halmstad. However, we are not only here to celebrate Halmstad's positive projects, even though I love highlighting our city. We are here to celebrate your 30 years of history. We are gathered here to embrace all successful projects that have made Europe's regional and rural development efficient and sustainable. And today we will also treasure these past years of hard work, where you have increased residents' quality of life all across our continent. And through your efforts in collaboration with the civil society and business sector, you have shaped Europe into a better place to live in. And you should be proud of that, and thank you once again. Before we proceed to the next speaker, just some finishing thoughts. Today we celebrate the journey that you have undergone for 30 years, but we should never forget your overall purposes and ambitious goals. The efforts and goals of Leader do not end at this conference. Of course not. there are still places where your efforts are needed, and your engagement and professionalism are vital to increasing people's possibilities in life in Europe. And all of you gathered here today should remember that these 30 years are just a moment of the long and successful journey that lies ahead. And with these words, I would like to thank you and by welcome you to Halmstad. Congratulations to 30 years of prosperity and best of luck with future challenges. Thank you for listening, and I wish you all a great conference, which I will also take part in today. At least I will try to be here a while and listen. So thank you and very welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Jonas Bergman. And now, welcome Ms. Mikaela Waltersson, Chairperson of the Regional Board, Halland Region.
Thank you. I'm wishing you a warm welcome to Halland and a big congratulations to this number. My name is Mikaela Waltersson, and I am the proud president of the Regional Executive Board of Halland. I will learn you some things about Halland today. Both people and companies flourish here in Halland. Halland is neither rush hour traffic nor the stress of big cities, but it's full of possibilities. Here, down-to-earth, small-scale coexist with innovation, high technology, and a unique geographic location. Here, right on the edge of an international market, proud farming tradition, and the pioneers of tomorrow meet and grow for the future. Halland has a good development trajectory and a growing population, and is one of the most attractive places in the country on which it is to live and work. We have the best average income growth in the country, a high level of education, and an excellent corporate climate and healthcare service that perform extremely well in national comparison. Confirmation of the good development condition in Halland is provided by the Stora Turismpriset Honorary Award, which was recently presented to Ersta Vingård here in Halland. Ersta Vingård provides an excellent example of how it's possible to create attractive and profitable hospitality business in the Swedish countryside. Halland is the region in Sweden with the largest proportion of gainfully employed people. At the same time, wages are growing at the same rate as the national average. The Halland labor market is diverse and dynamic. The sectors that has grown most in the last 10 years are public administration, business services, and construction, all with growth of more than 25%. Halland is one of the regions in Sweden with the highest level of entrepreneurship. There is a proud tradition here of starting and developing companies. Our natural resources combined with unique collaboration between academia, business and the public sector have contributed to the emergence of 4 business areas with particularly good prospects in Halland. They are health tech, future food, smart solution, and digital technology. Halland offers outstanding opportunities in these 4 business areas. In Halland, you are literally right on the edge of an international market. In addition to favorable location and well-developed infrastructure, companies in Halland have access to Export Centrum Halland and its various initiatives to promote exports from Halland. And these have got good results. As a part of its effort to increase exports from all over the country, the government awarded the Export Region of the Year award in October this year, and Halland won it. Halland is a unique region with regard to entrepreneurship and small businesses, which has a positive impact on the region's export. The region has numerous small and medium-sized companies in the food, technology, healthcare, hygiene, design and music sector, which have dared to expand into the international market as a result of being given the right support at the right time. During the last 5 years, Halland has had a positive trend regarding goods export and in its top 3 regions in Sweden. Halland is also one of only 6 regions that have had positive development of goods exporting during the last 2 years, despite of the pandemic we are in. Every 3rd company in Sweden in Halland is started by a woman, and which is the top 5 in Sweden. Halland has long been one of the country's most attractive regions to move to, and people are not keen to move away. We have had Sweden's highest net inflow of people for many years. Halland also has the highest life expectancy in Sweden. So you understand, I'm proud over Halland, and I'm glad that you are here today, and once again, warm welcome.